Wow, have I got a treat from you today? F&F Tesco have met summer. This is my colourful haul from F&F at Tesco. Who could not be cheered by these colours? Hello, my name is Susan. I am 58, 5'4" tall and a size 22. And just getting these clothes out of the bag has cheered me up so much. We had sunshine when I woke up and it's clouded over. These colourful clothes are certainly going to brighten any day. Let's see how these clothes from F&F at Tesco fit and flatter me. Before I get into that though, I do have to say to you all, this video is for entertainment only. I am not a fashionista, I am not a stylist. These videos are purely about you watching me try on clothes. All opinions that I state are my own opinions. They do not depict a brand in a positive or negative light. It's just how I feel about them. You can make up your own mind about that. Oh, I do love a bit of fuchsia pink. It's just so bright and pretty, isn't it? £25 and I picked this skirt up in an XL. I'm not sure, though there is a label inside. I remembered now. Hold on. There is a label inside that tells you what an XL means. And typically I can't find it. Here it is. So if you look at the label inside of an item, usually on the left side, it will tell you, well, in Tesco's anyway, this is an XL. It is for a waist 38 to 40, a UK size 20, 22. So that's a good tip in F&F. If you're unsure because it's got large, extra large, whatever, look at the label inside. So it's got this really sort of shirred elastic waistband with a little frill that goes around. There is a little tie here with little like pom-poms on the bottom. Yeah, but it's faux. It actually has no purpose at all. It is quite a sheer skirt. I don't know if you can see. I can certainly see light through. And it's got a texture to it. Sort of like a check design with this sort of more open fretwork ribbon going through. You can't see. Maybe a little bit there. Yeah, there. I've captured it. But it's such a beautiful colour. Goes down to a tier at the bottom. Absolutely perfect summer skirt here. I'm just wondering if it would go with this t-shirt. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see, won't we? I really like this skirt. £25. It is upper limit, isn't it, for what you would expect to pay at a supermarket. Okay, the skirt, it doesn't go with the t-shirt. I was a bit hopeful there, but you get the idea. And I think you'll get the idea even more when I turn around. Now, what I've actually done is turned over this smocked waistband because it was too long for me. I think it'd be quite an easy job to take it up because there's no frills or ruffles along the bottom. I've tried several skirts on lately and I've always complained they're too long, and I feel they feel longer and more drowning than maybe a dress that is the same length, because I've got this cut in half portion. So I just feel that I feel quite small here, this sort of top third, and then although the rule of proportions means that I've got the 2/3 down the bottom, I just feel sometimes the full effect of a skirt sort of billowing around can make me look bigger. I'm trying to find a skirt, but so forgive me if I try a lot of skirts on and I'm always complaining. I can only try on the styles that the shops are sort of holding at the moment, and it does seem to be this very full sort of gypsy type full skirt. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell, maybe if I turn around, can you see where the line is of the t-shirt tucked in? And if I go like this, you can definitely see my underwear. And if you can't see it on camera, I can certainly see it in person. Oh, such a shame. I loved the colour of this skirt, but I'm afraid it's not going to do, I'm afraid. Too long and too see-through. Well, I'm hoping if this t-shirt doesn't go with that skirt, that this t-shirt will. And what a beautiful floral pattern it's got on there. And it says Amalfi Coast. I've never been to the Amalfi Coast, and I've said it before, I don't like wearing things where I haven't been. I think it's a bit of a fraud because people will think I picked this up on the Amalfi Coast and I haven't. A grown on sort of dolman sleeve with a little fold back. It's not going to cover the bingo wings, but hopefully, because maybe like this one, it sort of comes down here, it's not cutting me at the widest point. A stark white colour. I do my best to keep my whites whites, but I'm not very good at it, I'm afraid. Picked this up in a size 22 and it was £7. Why don't you push that subscribe button? You are enjoying this video. It helps you out because it tells YouTube you want to watch fashion content like mine. Helps me out because it tells YouTube that my content is worthwhile watching. And believe it or not, 75% of you who watch are not subscribed. Push that button now, please. Another skirt and oh, I've made a big boo-boo. That was on the wrong hanger. Oh, it's a size 12. What a big boo-boo I've made there. But oh, maybe it does stretch a little bit. I might get an idea and be able to go back and get the right size. This was definitely on the wrong hanger. Oh, that is so annoying. £27.50 though. It is in a lovely cotton and it's got this open sort of ribbon fretwork there, and then some little pin tucks there. Again, that inserted ribbon. You can see where the money has been spent on this skirt, giving it all those delicious features there. It's just a plain elasticated band. The t-shirt, and of course I picked the t-shirt up to also go with this skirt as well as the pink one. Oh, I'm so annoyed when that happens, but I don't know, I might be able to get it on and just show you. Well, my flabber has been gasted because the size 12 is actually a really good fit. So was the hanger right and the label inside wrong, or is it just exceedingly generous? I don't know, because I've still got more stretchability in this size 12 waistband. Completely confused. I like it with the t-shirt though I've got the same problem, haven't I? I don't like feeling that I've got this 2/3 down here, and you can see how billowy this skirt is. I just feel completely drowned in it, and it seems that it's going to have to be a style, a fashion from this season that I'm going to have to just concede is not going to be for me. It sort of hits me at the ankle. I don't know, I do like it. I'm looking in the mirror, sorry. I should be looking at you and showing you what I'm seeing. I do quite like it. I will say though, this inserted piece of sort of like ribbon crochet is see-through. It's totally unlined. I mean, you're not seeing anything you wouldn't want to, shown, so it's no problem. And it's repeated actually with a different type of sort of crochet ribbon there that's also see-through. If I was to try and take it up, these pin tucks here might be an issue, or maybe I could just take it up to that pin tuck like that, and then that might be a better length on me. So tempting, isn't it? Loving this royal blue colour. Fabulous skirt. is it for me though? I'm undecided. Okay, I just slipped a denim jacket on over the top just so you could see how this top would look with a jacket and this skirt. I really like how that pattern is just peeking through this sort of jacket here and how that blue is matching up with that blue. It is a nice t-shirt, but it's a little bit too small for me. I feel it's strange. I've just pulled it there into position. And I'm like, what? You've got loads of excess fabric, but it just feels that it's clinging. It is incredibly long, and the longer it gets, the tighter fit it is. I feel this pattern is too long. I could have maybe for my proportions done with it a little bit shorter, and pulling it out I just don't feel is the best flattering look, is it? I'll ruche it up a little bit and you get a little bit more of a view there. I think that helps with the proportions with this skirt. But like I said, I mean, that Amalfi Coast, you can't really see it because it's all ruched up. This pattern should have been a little bit smaller for my proportions anyway. The sleeves, I do like dolman sleeves because you don't end up with that annoying sort of seam underneath the armpits, can sometimes be a little bit tight, but it also means sometimes you just end up with the excess fabric here not lying straight. Cuts me right across the point where I wouldn't want it to be emphasized, I'm afraid. But it's summer, you're gonna get your arms out, girls. I'm afraid we have to live with it, and others have to live with that issue too. Yeah, I can imagine it's tight here, being in that area that I just don't like. Oh, such a bargain, this t-shirt, but not for me. I'm just checking the size on this one. Yes, this is a size 22, £19.50 for this beautiful, just look at that colour. It's scrumptious, isn't it? I love this dress. It feels so lightweight, so airy, and I could see you pulling this on just to have a casual day at home, going out, dressing it up with some nice metallic sandals, a straw bag. I love this dress, and what a bargain for £19.50. It's got this sort of elasticated collar here, and I like this look because it's got that V-neck that's going to be flattering. No elastication on the sleeves. They're a bit of an angel sleeve. They've got a little frill there. Goes down just to a seam, sort of dropped waist, and then a little frilled tier there. I'm curious to know the fabric because it feels so wonderful. Looking for that tag again. Why is it always on the wrong side? And it says, that's why it feels so wonderful. 100% cotton. So useful for you ladies that get those moments to know that this will keep you cool. I love that dress, and what an absolute bargain for £19.50. I like this dress, and in my older days, beginning of my journey, I probably would have settled for this dress, but I'm not at that point anymore. This is not perfect. I will not be keeping it. I'm going to concentrate on the positives. Love these sleeves. Absolutely love them. They cover the bingo wings. They're so soft. They're so feminine. Beautiful. I love the colour. I've extolled those virtues before. Not convinced that this drop waist here is the best, but it's a loose fitting dress that just sort of skims over everything, so I will forgive it that. It's got a nice length to it, comes to about my knee. Summertime, we're gonna get our legs out, aren't we? And I hope you can see how shortening the item just sort of seems to help my proportions a lot better, especially in the form of a dress. Just a slight gathering here to give you this extra fullness on the skirt. And sometimes this, if they put tiers in, they hit you at the wrong point, or they're much smaller. This one's still got plenty of room to move. It's a beautiful dress. Maybe it's just this one, maybe it is the style, the design, but I don't know why this bit of the collar here won't stand up as it should. It's almost like the elastic that they've put in here has been too short and it's just pulling this one back. Such a shame. That would look quite nice actually if I was to put a little press stud there and just hold it, so you just got that peephole. But then does that just make my chest look bigger? Of course, it's that V that we are aiming for, to minimize the bust and just help our proportions and the look of an item. This would make a fabulous summer dress because it's so lightweight, so airy. Oh, like I said, so nearly there, but I will no longer settle. I want perfection for anything that's going to come into my wardrobe, and I'm afraid this just isn't it. This dress is the most expensive out of them all at £36, but wow, I can tell why. Beautiful cotton broderie anglaise in this beautiful soft sort of lemon butter colour, and this embroidery anglaise is just absolutely beautiful. You can see all the cutout there, but also the scallop edging around these sort of dropped shoulders, two little straps there, and then the frill goes around, elasticated at the back, not on the front. It's got lining inside, so any of this sort of open fretwork on this inserted ribbon here is not going to show anything. And you can you see there, the lining finishes at that point. So from that point onwards, it would be sort of see-through. The lining, let's have a look. Beautiful, they've matched it lovely. It is in a beautiful lightweight cotton, but this dress is quite substantially heavy actually. It shows its quality. So at £36, I think this is an absolute bargain. The only thing I'm a bit nervous about, I had to pick it up in a size 20. They didn't have a 22 in store, but now that they have online shopping, maybe I'll be able to go on and pick it up online. So yes, really love this dress, and I'm hoping this will fit. Have I saved the best till last? Of course I haven't. I knew I was hopeful getting the size 20, I know, but my God, it was a struggle getting it on over here, and now I'm slightly panicking how I am going to get it off. Oh, I love this dress too, but it's not designed for a plus size woman, because this panel here isn't gathered or sort of loosened in any way. It is quite a straight dress, and when you've got these lumps and bumps here, it's not full enough. I needed it to actually sort of go into a full skirt from this line here, which would have been incredibly flattering. Then of course your eye is drawn across here, and then another ruffle. It's just too much. I couldn't sit down. This here would be too tight. The lining itself doesn't feel too tight, just the dress over the top. The frill is nice, and it sits nicely across the shoulders here. These straps are slightly too big. If it had been the right size, I probably would have to shorten them just a little bit because they're a bit long. This elastication here is keeping those shoulders nice, but I don't know, are these too thick? Does that spoil the look of it? Is it because they're not sitting in the right place? I don't know. These straps just don't look right, do they? At least they remove your eye from looking at this though. Very tight across here. Obviously I'm wearing a size smaller than I think I should have been, but I think I would have to size up 2 sizes so that this would be acceptable. And what did I say about feeling differently in a dress that's the full length as opposed to a skirt? Maybe it's because it hasn't got this fullness here, or my eye isn't getting chopped up by a skirt and a top. I quite like the length of this dress here. Oh dear, I'm so contrary, aren't I? But you know, when I feel that feeling, I know it, and I just know that this isn't it. Such a shame, because it is a really beautiful fabric. Again, the style just is not suitable for me. You win some, you lose some, and on this occasion I'm afraid I've lost lots. Never mind, come back, watch my next video. I haven't got a clue which one it is, but just come back because it's got to be a good one sooner or later. My unlucky streak has to stop at some point, doesn't it? And you know you want to be there when I find that thing, because I know it and I let you know it too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, all opinions are my own. If you have got a different point of view, I love reading your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Come back soon.